2019 minimum that last night. Let me get you to the NFL here again. And the Cleveland Browns, who are entering the 2019 season with 14-1 chances of winning the Super Bowl, according to Caesars. The hype train has surrounded the Browns all off-season long.
Yeah, the target is on the Browns' back, but they want the target on their back. This kid wants the target on his back since that moment. So this is not going to be something that surprises them. This is where he's going to be at his best. Myles Garrett might win Defensive Player of the Year off one game.
Tennessee and the Browns.
Oh,
Who's first here?
me.
The first.
Me, I'm first with this. And I know I said something earlier about Cleveland, but I didn't mean it, Cleveland. I'm taking Cleveland here.
Yeah,
I'm taking,
man.
Well, you think they can make it better now?
You must have read your Twitter feed.
I'm going Cleveland as well. I'm buying into the hype until they give me a reason not to.
I think, yeah, Cleveland, for me too. John Dorsey has put together a heck of a roster. They are confident at home. Whoa, I'm taking them.
And I know we're all focused on the offense. No Taylor Lewan. Here comes Myles Garrett.
Exactly. And company.
And company.
And company.
It's 4 Browns helmets straight across the board right there.
When Baker drops back, he's going to feel like a kid in a candy store, and he should take advantage of it. Spread the ball around and win, and everyone will still be happy. For Tennessee, it all starts with Derrick Henry in the run game. There just isn't a secure feeling around Marcus Mariota and the Titans' passing game at this point, so Tennessee is better off sticking with what it knows works. Now here's how our experts think it'll all play out.
Here's one. It is caught by Landry to the 1.
There may be no team that has received more excitement than the Cleveland Browns. They open at home against the woebegone, forgotten Titans.
Yeah, I mean, Cleveland here is better at the quarterback position. I know Baker Mayfield's only going into his second season, and we really only have half a season of him, getting great results. Talent-wise, they're the better team, and they match up well against the Titans secondary that's a little weak with some free agent signings that haven't quite panned out.
And as they enter week 1 against Tennessee, the Titans tight end Delaney Walker is welcoming this challenge.
They like to pick the team that they assume is going to be Super Bowl champs because they got guys on that team that they, I guess they can turn the whole organization around, come just 2 or 3 guys. But hey, that's how it goes, let them. I like that they get the hype. Just got to go in there and play football, you know what I mean?
Second lined up on the far side. And again, they come after Mayfield. He's walloped, the ball's out. And that's Hubbard who falls on it just inside the 1. It's Henry over the top and in for the touchdown. Taken down in the end zone, and it's a safety registered by the Titans defense. Cameron Wake.
And Wake at the top of your screen, Jim, just runs right around Hubbard.
This is his 100th career sack. Down the middle. He's got his rookie again. It's Brown looking to a tackle and wiggling past Randall, and then past another Brown defender. Boy, is he looking good in his debut. A.J. Brown.
He's going to run up and then break right in, and you see, once he gets the ball in his hands, he's big, he's strong, and he's got really good instincts. He reminds me a little bit of a young Anquan Bolden, where it's like, you see this guy who's really strong. I mean, he's not going to run a 4.2 or anything, but he's got that juice right there, the ability to cut. He's got a big one here, Jim.
It's Henry taking the pass with an open field, taken off down the left sideline with a blocker in front. Davis, and it's going all the way for the touchdown. 75 yards. Derrick Henry. Intercepted, and it's Byard. Who else? Inside the 40 and dragged down at the 35.
Oh, and you're going to see Byard right here, the safety at the top of your screen. The ball just kind of gets outside of, it's away from Baker and it's too far behind Beckham.
Throws it to the end zone for the touchdown, Delaney Walker.
Walker is inside, and he's the only guy. Look at how many guys are biting on that play fake.
Third and 4, and it's an interception. Logan Ryan. Wide open to the end zone for another Titans touchdown. Delaney Walker has the second one in the quarter. Got another interception.
You see, it just keeps
And this might be going all the way back. They say touchdown, the third interception.
Funny. On to Baker Mayfield and the Browns. All right, on paper, one of the more talented teams in the league, the preseason darlings, the favorites to win their division for the first time since 1989. All right, that's on paper. On the field, it's quite a different story. Baker struggled, getting destroyed by Tennessee 43-13 yesterday, a 30-point drubbing to open the season.
Everybody's going to throw us in the trash. I think that's good. I know what type of men we have in this locker room, and quite frankly, I don't really give a damn what happens on the outside. I know how we're going to react. I know what we're going to do, how we're going to bounce back, and we got a Monday night game coming up, so we don't really care. We're ready to go.
People are going to say some of this was because you guys didn't care about what nobody says, so don't ask me that question. Could lack of playing time in the preseason have something to do with it? Man, don't ask me no question like that.
Okay.
Are we done?
Yeah. Isn't that the way it works at the bar? The dumb guy is always the loudest guy. No success in his life, but has all the answers. That's Cleveland. Their GM got fired. Loudest GM in the league. Their quarterback had a losing record, Baker. Loudest quarterback in the league. Their fans, I mean, a laughing stock. I think the Jets are going to be better this year, and I've said that for the last 2 months. But you don't hear Bills players and GMs and coaches, and Jets players and coaches, and San Francisco players and coaches talking about Super Bowl. They got what they deserve. This league will humble you. So come into it being humble, and that drop and the embarrassment will not be as severe. Cleveland, you had no business ever one time calling yourself dangerous. You were nothing more than interesting.
How do you lose games in the NFL? Turn the ball over? That's usually the best way to lose games. Baker threw 3 fourth-quarter picks. How about third and fourth down efficiency? Well, the Browns were miserable. They were 1 of 12 on third and fourth downs. You mentioned the penalties. Most in the NFL in 3 or 4 years, the most in Browns team history.
18.
I mean, 18 penalties for 180 yards is laughable. One other way to lose, get your quarterback hit a bunch. A way to do that is have your left tackle, who's not that good to begin with, get kicked out of the game, Greg Robinson, for kicking somebody.
All right, Prime, overhyped, or is everybody just overreacting with the Browns after 60 minutes of football?
A little bit of both. There's no way you could have Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham and others on that offense and muster up only 13 points. That's ignorant. The onus is on Baker Mayfield because all these guys can play. You got a tight end that can play at a high level. You got a couple backs that can really run it. You got 2 or 3 receivers, 2 bona fide Pro Bowl receivers that can get the job done, and you're not getting it done. That all leads to the quarterback, and we're sick and tired. I love me some Baker Mayfield. I love his bravado. I love his swagger. I love what he represents. But I'm tired of it a little bit, man. You just got to play ball and produce. You talking about all the chaos and the chatter that goes outside the locker room? No, there's some chatter going on inside that locker room as well about you, man. Do your job, partner.
So if you didn't watch this game, this wasn't a blowout from start to finish.
Right.
This is a 2-point game with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and then the Browns hit some adversity, and they absolutely laid down. It doesn't change my opinion on them for the season, but this is a terrible way for their season to start.
Tennessee is underrated as a franchise. Vrabel had those boys ready to play.
Do you feel like people are kind of sleeping on you guys a little bit, not giving you guys a fair shake coming into this?
They sleep on us every year. What's new? I mean, that's a question you already knew. But we like being under the radar. You know, they were who we thought they were. If you want to crown them, crown them. They still got to play football. And today we showed we play better football. I mean, it's funny, man. It's so funny. Like, you can doubt someone and you ain't even played the game yet. But, I mean, that's what we do in this league. we hype teams. We hype them, and I mean, that's the norm. We didn't even circle this game. This is just another game. We ain't worried about it. I'm going to tell you again, man, they were who we thought they were. Y'all can crown them if you want to crown them. Still got to play football.